I'm Teresa Senecola with the International Christian Mompreneur Network, and I have with me here today Kelly Garrett of Etc. Design and Marketing. And Kelly is here to work one-on-one with me for a half-day coaching session, and we have just spent all morning and some of the afternoon strategizing and being creative and having a lot of fun planning the next almost full year of your business, right?
Yeah.
So I thought we would just kind of take the opportunity for Kelly to talk about what it is that she's accomplished and where she's going, and a little bit about what we've done together. So Kelly, do you want to start by just kind of telling folks a little bit about why you decided to do this and why you decided to work with me?
Definitely. I've been in the mastermind program and kind of worked with you a little bit last year, and this year just decided it was time to sort of take it a step further, and I needed the one-on-one help. I just really felt like I needed that extra support, and I have just always thought that the things that you've said in your blog and in the mastery calls have always been right in line with my vision for my business and my family's life. So it was a very natural and easy decision to make.
Right. Good. And I know that one of the first things that we did was the mastermind program, and you've come so far since then.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about your growth and where you were and where you are now?
Certainly. So when I started the mastery program, I had just sort of been in business as it was for about a year or so. I had a previous retail business before then that I had closed down and was sort of starting over with some design and marketing services. And I just felt a little stuck, like nobody else could understand what I was going through. A lot of, business guidebooks or business leaders out there, I just felt like they didn't have the Christian perspective that I had. And so a lot of the decisions that they were making or recommending that I make weren't based on the fact that my family and my faith were the most important things in my life. So I just needed someone who could understand that. And so I kind of turned to the mastery program and used that to sort of get my initial thoughts off the ground and hesitations. And then once I launched into it a little bit further, have just accomplished a lot of really fantastic things working together.
What are some of the biggest successes that you think you've had?
Well, most recently, I think was kind of the biggest. I had a few months back, I had a $12,000 month.
Yay!
And then again, and we were really excited about that. I remember we were talking about it and we were so excited, but then this last month I had a $16,000 month.
That's phenomenal.
And it's just amazing. I don't even believe the words coming out of my mouth when I say that. And that is, it's hard. It's hard to celebrate that, because I think being a Christian mom and we just don't talk about our businesses that way.
That's what I love about our group, is that when you show up and you tell folks, tell the sisters that, you had a great month and this is how much money you made, and you made $16,000 in your business this month, they get that and they support you, and they're not filled with envy or jealousy or confused or whatever. They know you've been working hard for it, and they also know you're going to do wonderful things with it. So. Right.
Yeah. So having that support is phenomenal, and just knowing that there's someone there who truly understands the position I'm in there.
Well, congratulations on that, first of all.
Thank you.
I'm still doing my happy dance
I know.
And I know you've put a lot of work into it, so it's not like that happened overnight for you,
right.
But congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, it's been a long journey, but it's, little by little, you take small steps, and every small step just builds on that foundation. And that's where I started with the mastery program. I started kind of with setting the foundation. I have a little bit of business background. I got my MBA and knew textbook speaking. I knew the language, and I knew, the things I was supposed to do, but it's a completely different picture when you're actually doing it for your own business.
I know. And we talked about this today too, like even whatever your skills are, just having another set of eyes.
Yes.
Another, someone to brainstorm with is so
Right.
important, especially when you are isolated as a mom entrepreneur and you live in your little old world and you only have, 4 hours a day to dedicate to your business, and then, it's mom
Right.
time.
Yep.
So just
Definitely.
having that other professional set of eyes is wonderful.
Right. Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about your trip out here, because right now we're in Virginia Beach, and that's where the International Christian Mompreneur Network is. At least that's where the headquarters is. I work from home, and Kelly flew in to Virginia Beach from Minneapolis.
Yep.
So that was a kind of a big step to go off and do a one-on-one and fly out.
Yeah.
And meet me.
I didn't come into this expecting that this is what I would walk away with either. I have a plan for the next year. I knew I would have a plan, but I didn't know what it would look like, and I couldn't feel better about what the plan is going to be.
Yeah.
And it's easy too. We broke it down into steps that I can just take it week by week and do each step. It's not overwhelming anymore.
And how do you feel about kind of where you're going now?
I feel fantastic. It was absolutely, without a question, what I needed. I spend the day going to the same office, seeing the same people, and the people that I'm with are fantastic, but it just takes that outside perspective, getting outside of your environment, spending a day, or a half day or however long that you have to kind of go and just get perspective and see things differently. I got to walk on the beach this morning and just, feel the breeze, and it couldn't be, it just brought things really together for me.
Yeah. We spend a lot of time planning, and we get out the markers and the big easel, and we draft, ideas and creative concepts, and then we put them down into real linear, step-by-step, month-by-month plans. And, that's really hard to do in, 15 minutes here and 20 minutes there.
Absolutely.
In between clients, while the kids are trying to come in and do their homework. It's just, you have to have that dedicated time and space. And I think you're more productive when you do it with somebody else, too.
Absolutely. I was thinking about this morning. I would have spent twice as long doing what we did today, and it wouldn't have been nearly as complete and complex. I'm susceptible to my ways of thinking, and that's not always the best way to do it. So just having that support to walk through it is critical. Okay, well, why don't you tell them where to find you on the web, so we can all look up Etc. My site is Etc. Design. It's spelled a little goofy, EKCETERA design.com. And when you're there, you want to be sure to pick up something very special, and I'm going to let Kelly tell you about that. I'm putting her on the spot because she has not rehearsed this. It's my free ebook called Cinderella Marketing, and basically it talks about the importance of kind of having your whole branding package put together. You need to make sure that your design looks presentable. It's the first impression people are going to get of your business. And then supporting that with technology, so making sure your website is up to date and working functionally, and then kind of pulling everything together with a strategy behind it. There's no point in kind of shooting a target or shooting an arrow with no target. You got to know where you're going. So my ebook just talks about pulling those three things together. All right. Well, thank you, Kelly, for coming and for being here and sharing your story with everyone. And thank you all for tuning in. Check out etc.com. Spell it one more time. EKCETERA.com. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.